Hi, I'm Brian English, forum name Hyperbytes, and in this module we're going to look at the CouchDB management feature. Typically when we are working with databases, then if we want to have a look at the data that's within that database, we would simply go to the table name, we would right click and view edit data. But this doesn't work with CouchDB because CouchDB is really a completely different entity in terms of its a document-based, non-schema-based database. The different procedures that are required for visualizing data make that option at the moment inappropriate. We don't know whether the Wappler team at this stage will add something in there or not, but it doesn't matter so much because there is a completely separate way of being able to do it anyway. So if we go into our resource manager, and we'll see we've selected our DB and we can now see our settings. What I'm going to do is I'm going to visualize that password, copy it, and now you see we have an icon here, service configuration. We click that, we can select admin panel and we get a login. Login name is admin. I'm going to paste that password in, login. There we are, we've now logged into what is actually a built-in administration console which is built into your CouchDB database. So you see three main sections at the minute. We'll just very briefly cover it's all to do with specifying the permissions, etc., and changes that can be made. I really recommend you do not play about in here. You've got your user section again, so you can see your users table. This is our my user, if you remember, table, and everything is also visualizable within with a JSON. And then we also have our database itself. Gone into our database. We have our collection, notes collection here. We can see our table, the contents. We can view metadata, and we can view that again in JSON format. We have a couple of other areas that I'm going to just quickly overview. I really suggest you do not play with these at this stage. One of the beauties of CouchDB is it's capable of bidirectional synchronization and replication. So you quite often have a tree type structure regarding databases. And we can set the replication processes within here. We can view the active tasks that are going on. At the moment there's probably nothing at all going on in this database. And then this is a really useful one. If you go into the settings part, you'll see that you have all of the headers that are based around there. In particular, I'd like to draw your attention to, there's a cause here. Now if any of you saw my post regarding having cause problems with CouchDB, it was related to these three headers being missing from the headers. Not quite sure how it happened. I couldn't work it out. Patrick couldn't work it out. But the reality is they were gone. Because we have an option to be able to add to there, we can actually tell it. In this case, I said in the cause section, add the headers and then the value of the headers that we were on there. And I was able to recreate that missing data within there. And as soon as I did that, everything worked absolutely perfectly. So that's how we look at our data within CouchDB, not through the normal database manager, but through the admin console that's built into the database itself. So I hope that's been helpful to you, and I look forward to my next presentation.